Good morrow, scholars. Welcome to. I'm not really sure what this will be classified as, but we'll see as we go along. I thought I'd go over a few of the options I have for. Oops. Things to continue on with the series of uploads that I have. For instance, I have a few games that I'd love to play. I just bought Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor, so I'm probably going to try that tomorrow. And there's a really interesting game here I bought a while back called Obscure. It's a relatively older game, all things considered, and I think that would be fun. There's always Outlast, although I've mentioned on the channel before, if I do Outlast, it's going to be a series of highlight videos rather than like a walkthrough, playthrough sort of a thing. Plague Inc., a game I've played once. Might be fun to try that. Postmortem, I forget which this one is. I might try that. Rocket League, if I can find someone to play with. Let's see. I have Slender the Arrival. We could try that, although much like Outlast, it would just be a series of highlights rather than a playthrough. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. I think I know what I'm going to play. No, not the Sith Lords, not yet anyway. We're going to try and play Knights of the Old Republic. It's a game I've wanted to play since I was a boy. I never got around to it because by the time I got an Xbox of some kind, it was too late. And Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3D. Always a good one. State of Decay, I hear, is really good from my friends, so we'll probably try that. Town of Salem, again, if I can find some friends to play with. Thief Gold, we will try if it ever gets working. And I need to finish The Walking Dead. It's been a really long time, and I'm pretty sure I was close to the end. Wick, that was a pretty interesting one, and yet another zombie defense game. Might be fun. Let's see. Oh, I almost forgot. Where are you? Halloween Forever and Haunt the House Terror Town. Those are two games that I will play at some point in the near future because, as you all know, Halloween is my favorite holiday. The Evil Within, again, probably would just be a series of highlights because at this point, why would you? Fear, I might come back to just because. Let's see. I have Don't Starve, Dead Island. I'm probably not going back to. Oh, D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die. We're definitely going to have to try that one. And Cthulhu Saves the World. Costume Quest 2, absolutely. Cry of Fear, I want to try. Astray, and more of the Batman Arkham games. Doom would be fun. I'm not much of a shooter kind of guy, but I think it would be fun. Oh, I never played Sister Location for the channel, so let me know if you'd be interested in watching that. Because, and I'm glad I thought about that, because I have this here. If you don't mind, I need to stretch. Okay. Now, interesting thing about this is I found it at Walmart. That's called 5 Crazy Nights. Totally unofficial. The Survival Guide to Five Nights at Freddy's and other mystery games. Let's see. Let's take a look at the table of contents. Oh, that's scary. Contents. Intro. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, 3, 4. Freddy's history and creator bio. The Unlucky 13 survival horror games. So we'll go over this list, I suppose. How to illustrate scariness, and how to write a scary story. Alright, let's get to chapter 78. I'm almost there. Alright, The Unlucky 13 survival horror games. Horror. Resident Evil, which we have played. Silent Hill, which I've always wanted to play, but not really because I'm a big baby. Clock Tower. This one I remember hearing about, but I'll see if I can find it. A mid-1990s classic that was eventually remade for PlayStation and Windows. Clock Tower is a very cool, spooky 3D point-and-click horror game where you play as a young girl who has to solve the mysteries of Barrow Mansion while avoiding the deadly scissors of 9-year-old Bobby Barrow. Did you guys ever watch Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated? There was an episode where they get trapped in a mansion, and the guy, when he was he used to be a kid, obviously, but he spent so long after his mansion sank into the ground by himself, and he was an old man by the time of the show takes place. His name was Danny Darrow. Do you think that's where they got the name from? Anyway, the game relies heavily on exploration, solving puzzles, and the ever-present danger of your child's stalker to create tension, and featured multiple endings determined by your actions during the game. Clock Tower developed a loyal international fan base, which led to 2 sequels for the PlayStation 2, 2002's Clock Tower 3, and 2005's Haunting Grounds. Huh. Interesting. Alien Isolation. That would be an interesting game for me to pick up and try, but again, it would probably be a series of highlights, and it would be few and far between because it's a really long game, and I am not good at such things. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Seems interesting enough. Dead Island, we already talked about that. Doom 3, I think I have it. I don't remember. But we'll just go with Doom. Dead Space. That one I've wanted to try, but I feel like it scares me too much. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I started that on the channel and never came back to it. The Evil Dead, Hail to the King. Slender, The 8 Pages. I have The Arrival, so I guess that's okay. Outlast, The Last of Us. Oh, okay, that was the last one. Okay. So, I think I might do a little bit of a video series on this in regards to Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4. Excuse me. Now, the real thing I wanted to discuss with you guys in this video is a Star Wars tabletop game. Let's see, I think it's Age of Rebellion, Edge of the Empire, and then this is the newest one. It could be the other way around for those two, but Force and Destiny. My mom and I, after we watched Stranger Things, we really wanted to try playing Dungeons & Dragons because the kids, they seemed to enjoy it, and it looked like it'd be a really fun thing to do, imagination and all that. And we're huge fans of Star Wars, so I thought, even better. So let's see. Star Wars Force and Destiny role-playing game. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Darkness engulfs the galaxy. Under the rule of the Dark Lords of the Sith, the Empire controls countless star systems through fear and oppression. With the Jedi destroyed, Seekers and Sentinels, Wardens and Warriors, Pathfinders and Peacekeepers must learn to use the Force and restore peace and justice to the galaxy. Learn the ways of the Force and embark on your own adventures in the Star Wars galaxy with the Star Wars Force and Destiny role-playing game. This complete tabletop role-playing game dives into the struggle between the light and dark sides of the Force in a time of galactic civil war. Craft a lightsaber, free the oppressed and downtrodden, and duel dreaded agents of the Sith in the conflict to bring balance to the Force. This core rulebook includes a dynamic dice mechanic that goes beyond success and failure to enhance narrative gameplay. Full rules for playing 6 careers, 18 specializations, and 8 species, enabling flexible character creation and development. Morality rules to invest player characters in the story of Force and Destiny. Starship combat, customizable equipment, force powers, and dangerous adversaries, and much, much more. So, it certainly sounds like it'd be a blast, and so I'll probably ask my friend DJ for some assistance. And if I can find enough people to play, I would love to have it be recorded, maybe like once a month. Everyone meets up, and I can upload it for you guys as a special 2-hour video, 3-hour maybe, or cut it up into segments and see where it goes. But yeah, I had an idea for a storyline, and it would take place a little bit farther down the road. It would be after Luke Skywalker has defeated the Empire, and the basic plot, to not give much away, would be if you haven't read the Star Wars Aftermath series, minor spoilers. There is a group called the Acolytes of the Beyond, who are believed at this point to be the precursors to the Knights of Ren, mostly because they have an obsession with Darth Vader, and they want to... they're actually depicted as buying what they believe is Darth Vader's lightsaber. As it's a book, we don't see what it looks like, but they certainly do believe it. So I was thinking, to kind of ease everybody in, a much more easy storyline, just taking place after Episode 6 and way before Episode 7. The characters would have to head towards Coruscant, infiltrate the old Emperor's palace, get to the Jedi Temple underneath, because you know the basic structure is still there, and from there infiltrate the Sith Temple that was built before that, because the Jedi Temple was built over a Sith Temple. And their first mission would be getting to Coruscant in the first place, but they're going to try and find Vader's lightsaber before the Acolytes, while also, just to make things easier for everybody, presumably the Emperor would have hidden away some lightsabers taken from fallen Jedi, just to hoard them, because that's certainly what I would do. In fact, I do that. I have a rather heavy duffel bag of nothing but lightsabers. Anyway, and kind of return them. It's either going to be return them to their deceased makers, or wield them themselves and redeem them, in a manner of speaking. And just kind of going from there. If you have ideas for what you would like to see in a Star Wars tabletop playthrough, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'd love to have you guys be engaged with this as much as possible. If nothing else, we can come up with ideas here for you guys to use in your own games if I don't get enough people to actually play here with this. Okay, what are you doing? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. If anything I said sounds interesting, be sure to point it out in the comments. If it doesn't sound interesting, let me know too. I think ultimately I'm going to play Force and Destiny regardless. I wonder if Robert and his boyfriend would want to play. Maybe. I guess if I ask them to for my birthday, invite Justin, let him be an Ewok. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Like I said, let me know what interests you, what doesn't interest you, what you don't want to see, what you do want to see. And until next time, goodbye everybody. I feel like I was going to say something else, but I don't remember what.